Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to some more Factorio Space Age, and we are finally doing it. We are finally building the bloody blue science base. I've put it off for 2 episodes now, because I actually don't know why I put it off, but I just wanted to do other stuff. But now is the time, and yeah, this is going to have to... We're just setting up the station for it right now. This is going to be... Blue science load. And we just did a copy and paste, which is... Oh, we actually need another station. So I'm actually going to squeeze the other station in somewhere else. I got to be careful. It's always, this bloody radar is always in the way. Always. Every single time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it has to go there, doesn't it? Okay, you know what? Technically that looks a bit dodgy. Okay. First of all, we're going to take off those rails so that we don't accidentally send trains up here. What I'm actually going to do is, I'm not going to mess around with these bottom ones. I'm just going to create another one up the top. It's always so messy. So we're going to do that. And hopefully it doesn't create too much chaos. I'm going to paste that one down. Did I mess up any belts here? Doesn't look like it. I don't think I... Oh, well that's a bit messy. That's very messy. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, I don't have any Spidertrons. Get over here. Get over here. Give me some rails, please. And I don't know what else I'm going to need, so go back over there and redo it. So we've got a couple of things to talk about, actually. I'm just going to build this rail station, but I'm going to show you, I redid smelting. So this is a little 45 steel per second setup. Each one of these does about 10, so altogether it's 60, which is too much, but whatever. And then this is a nice thin 45 iron per second build. And I've got a whole bunch of those. And then I've got the copper ones as well. And then some more iron. And then stone. Which stone you can't do in the furnaces. So I just use electric furnaces with 2 prod modules. So everything is fully prodded up the wazoo. We're currently using 1.7 megawatts, which is a huge amount. So yeah, power is definitely a problem in this base right now. But I'm actually just going to ignore it. I've upgraded my Angel ships. They are now pretty much fully built. Well, one of them is fully built. The other one's still on the way. So, yeah, we're going to get into blue science. But after blue science, I think we need to start working on the Angel ships. Get them set up. Get them working. And then send them over to Aquila. Although we have to set up Aquila to actually make the fuel and the things, the power stations, because the Angel platforms are going to need fusion power in order to work properly, in order for us to have the prod modules everywhere and incredibly fast production. But anyway, it's building up resources. We need to build up all the rockets and all of the ammo as well, so we might as well leave it there. We also got a problem with the rails, which I will need to address fairly soon, but yeah. So this is this calcite. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, I see. So we're going to make this one coal. And we're going to make this one copper, and we'll make this one iron. How does that work? It's very messy. Or this whole thing is very messy. That's right. Once Well, this one is going to be a 3 station. And then for purple science, we're going to need a 4 station. So it's going to be a bit messy, but whatever. It's all good. We will survive. And if I'm having a look at my calculations, well, they're not my calculations. I'm doing them on another website now. But yeah, we need 21.7 copper, 70.9 iron, and 69 coal. So the coal we will need two of. Coal we will need 2 of. I'll work out the belts later. We'll probably need to send this belt up a different path. We got plenty of space. What I might do is I might actually start sending the belts off the side because they're getting a little bit cramped in this direction. Just send them off that direction instead. Fix up this belt. Yeah, I'm gonna worry about that later. Actually, no. I wanna fix it up right now. So. Okay, so that we pasted there. This is going to be iron, 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 iron. So that's going to be iron. That's going to be copper. This is iron ore unload. This one's going to be copper ore unload, which it already is. This one is coal unload, which we should have a bunch of already. It's only the second one, which is fine. I guess it makes sense. And then this guy is calcite unload. Okay. And then this is blue science load. And we don't really have to do anything here. I put a little star on the number 3 because that is what the station looks like when it is full. So before I start actually doing the blue science, first of all, Spidertrons, get over there. I'll set up these belts as well. I'll get the trains starting to get in a little bit. We need to fix up some of the stations. Oh, actually we're kind of fixing this one automatically, but as you can see, there were 4 trains waiting here for this ore. And they were actually backing up on the main line. There were 4 trains waiting there, but there was only, but they weren't actually needed. They were just all waiting there. Because remember when we went to blue science, when we started doing green science and red science and all that, and we started setting them up, we we added a whole bunch more trains to the system, like a ton more trains. Now, this has created the problem where you have all these trains in this system just sitting there, and you actually end up overloading and going back on the main line, which is not great. So we need to cap this at 3. So it cannot get any more than 3. I'm going to be honest, in case you haven't noticed, I got rid of my 3 extra legs. I replaced them with tool belt equipment to give me an extra 80 slots. I was doing a lot of deconstruction and reconstruction back at the main base to get the furnaces up and running, and my inventory was getting so insanely full of stuff. Yeah, if you're wondering what all these crazy robots are doing, this is all the spoilage from the agricultural science packs that just gets thrown away. And I finally started doing massive amounts of robot research. I kind of ignored it for the longest time. And then I was suddenly like, hey, hang on, I should actually be doing some of that. That would be nice. But we're getting very close. Rockets are... These 2 are at 10. This one's getting to 9. So yeah, we're getting very close to having all 3 of these capped out at 10. Which is beautiful. And this guy needs 15k. But it's taken its sweet time. Look, we got 3 more signs left for this to pop up. And then that'll deliver us 4. And remember, it's 30% of the total science is what we actually need. So the next one is 15k. So 30% of 15k is 4.5, and we're coming back with 4. So unless there's a whole bunch in the labs, we're probably I mean, there is a fair amount in the labs. We might be able to make it. But I'll see. I'll see. That science doesn't spoil, so we can just let it sit there forever. What were we doing? Oh, we got to fix this. Okay. So we need another little thing to say... okay, go away. Modulus power. What the hell would we use power for? 2 to the power of 3. I mean, maybe output Volcanus 8. Okay, well, it works. Okay, well, there's an easy... There's no... I don't think there's any magical sort of thing. So I think what we need to do is like this. So we take a green signal from this guy and we put it into both of these. And then we send that one over there. And then we're going to have to disconnect this one. So we take in L. And we say if L is less than or equal to 3, then we output L with the input count. And if L is greater than 3, then we output I'm not exactly sure how to do this. Let's do this. So then we're going to need a red wire, and I'm just going to put L as 3. Output L on the red. Okay, so this one takes it on the green, outputs the red one. Okay. So okay, so that's worked. That has successfully worked. There might have been a nicer way to do that, but that has successfully worked. Okay. Now we got to copy it. Well, all right, so let me, how many trains are currently at this station? 3. Okay. That's all right. Okay. These guys. All right, so if you have a look at the signals, here, I think it's backed up these two, and it's actually backed up this one, which is fine. But it hasn't, that's actually really close. Which is fine. I think it's fine for that to be there. So, first things first, let's copy this. Let's go around to all of the other copper stations, because the problem with copying this recipe is it includes the station name, and so if you just splat it everywhere, then suddenly it's not gonna remove cables, is it? Okay, we need it to remove cables. Oh, and it's not gonna place these down, so that train limit is gonna be 0. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit annoying. We're gonna have the Spidertrons running around like crazy, fixing up all of these stations. You're iron, aren't you? Do I have any other weird little copper things going on here? I actually do want to get this 100% fulfilled as much as possible. But yeah, but you can see, since we added more trains, you've got a lot more trains just sitting around, filling up stations, doing weird stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead And let's copy this. And we'll go, we'll start doing the other sort of stations. So we'll do coal. And then this one gets disconnected. These two get connected. Technically, we don't need both of them. We just need one. I'm actually going to run over. I am running a little bit slower because I took my legs off for the inventory space. And I am starting to feel it. I'm actually starting to feel it. But this inventory space is just so awesome. So I'm just going to deal with it. I'm guessing the spiders made it over there by now. So they're probably all good. Okay, so this is train limit of 0. That's not right. 115k. Oh, we probably want another one of those. I'm not sure that's going to make a difference. L is... Ah, I see, yes. Because we didn't have this, so it was just spitting out 0. So now it's spitting out 3. Excellent. So, we're going to take this. And what other copper stations do we have? None, none, none. We got one here. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. There we go. That one. We have to send the Spidertrons over to that one. And then this one. It's all fun and games until the stations start getting overloaded with too many trains. That's it. And then... That's it. Okay, so we gotta... Let's do... I know I said blue science at the start. I'm not doing a hell of a lot of blue science, but I really want to get this all sorted. I'm like, in case you haven't noticed, I am a very anal sort of person, and I really want to get everything perfect, which is great for building a mega base, but not so great for actually building a mega base, if you catch my meaning. Yeah. Okay, so you get that fixed. There's so little coal in there, I'm not sure why I'm even bothering with that one, but yeah. Okay. Now... Okay, that's the actual thing. Let's get stone. Oh, that's... This one is stone. This one is stone. Green, one green, and then disconnect. And that's pretty much it. And then the only other stone we have is... We used to have one down here, but it got destroyed. Well, it ran out. So I think that's actually the only stone we have left in the system. And then we got like 4 or 5 different iron stations. Okay, Spidertrons, get over there, fix that. Hopefully you still got enough supplies, and then we just need to do iron. Well, on the plus side, our station is completely filled. We got the coal, we got the iron, and we've got the copper. And for some reason, we do not have a huge amount of radar coverage over here. So I'm going to fix that right now. I want radar coverage everywhere. Okay. All right. One more station type, and then we're good to go. We're going to do it on the tiniest, most pathetic iron station in my entire base. Okay. Red, green wire. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then that station comes to that station. 1, 2, 3. We did that one already, right? Yeah, it looks like we did. And then we got iron down here. 4. I think that's it for iron. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there is this. We already did this one. What did we forget? 3. No, we didn't forget anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, Spidertrons, go over there, do that one. Oh, and we gotta remove the green wire. I removed the green wire from the stone. I did, and I removed it from the coal. I'm gonna have to I'm just gonna be paranoid about this crap. I really, really am. Okay, so we just gotta remove it from the iron ones. Okay, done. Done. Not done. And then the iron one all the way down here. And technically, we need to do it for uranium as well, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to bother with uranium because there's only like 1 uranium train, or 2 uranium trains in the entire map, so they're never going to be needed for Megabase purposes, so I'm never going to expand that amount of trains, so I'm never going to worry about it, and yeah. Oh, you already did that one. You already did that one. Well, thank you for letting me know. You haven't done this one yet. No, you have. And then we can actually shift click it. Although I don't like shift clicking because the problem with shift clicking is they go there and then they just leave straight away. They don't stop long enough to actually do something. One's done. That one's done. That one will be done. I think these guys are done, which means that this one is potentially the last one. Yeah. Potentially the last one. This is a crude oil. This is uranium up there. So, okay. We're done. Let's get back to the task at hand. In preparation for blue science, I got some cryogenic plants from Aquila, and they will be good for the plastic and the sulfur. And yeah, we're going to be giving this guy a bit of a bash. What are these power poles doing here? Oh, for some reason I set up a radar in this area. I think I was planning on doing something with those biters, but that plan went out the window, so we can get rid of those power poles. Or better yet, we can get our Spidertrons to get rid of those power poles. Go over there, get rid of all those power poles. Okay, so let's talk about the actual base of what we're actually doing this episode. It's only 20 minutes in, but you know, it's, for me, that's relatively quick. So, and yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight right here. So as we said, we need 2 iron belts, and we need 1 copper belt. Pretty sure, yeah, we just need 1 copper belt, and we need 2 coal belts. So I'm going to just turn this a bit. Yeah, because we need 69 coal per second. Alright. Out to there, put that out to there, put that out to there. Now we also need a little bit of calcite, 1.9 per second. Okay. Alrighty, I feel like we're off to a good start. So I think this may take multiple episodes to build the blue science. So what I'm going to do is the first episode is going to focus on petrol and making the amount of plastic that we need. Making the amount of plastic, making the amount of sulfur, so on and so forth. Oh, you haven't actually reached there. God damn it, do you guys not know how to pathfind? You guys are useless. Useless bloody spiders. There we go. Alright, you can go over there now. You should be able to find your way from there. Okay, beautiful. So, let's talk about, I'm mainly going to be following the guide, but of course I'm going to be double checking everything myself, because depending on where you place the beacons, you might get more or less than you actually need. Do we have all the resources that we need? Or the buildings? I feel like I haven't got the oil refineries, but I think the spiders probably do. If we have a section, what is the Spidertron's spider building? Yeah, they got oil refineries. I don't, but they do. Okay. I should probably add that. Now that I've got the expanded inventory, I can probably add that in, and that feels like a good idea. Okay. Come on, spiders. I'm assuming you've cleaned up everything down there, so come back here and give me some oil refineries. So, yeah. This is going to be a bit interesting, because we do need to, let's see, we do need to take into account the feedback loop with heavy oil. And, oh, I think we need water for this as well. Yeah, we do need some water for the cracking. I'm actually going to put this up here. We're going to put this up here, and then the coal. We can actually send the coal the other way, over the other direction. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Copy. H to reverse. Beautiful. Get rid of this one power pole and then put it back in its proper space. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's start with some cracking. So I'm going to be following the guide a little bit more, and the guide says I need eight of these with full prod modules, obviously. And the recipe that we're using is just the standard coal liquification. And each one of them apparently is going to need 1, 2, 3. That's not good. Okay. So we can't just build our normal stick 'em up. So this one is going to have to go up a bit more. Unless we put the beacons down the bottom, which potentially we could do, but put that there, put that there. Okay. Okay, that gives us plenty of room for beacons. We may have to have beacons on both sides, to be honest, if we want to get 4 on each of these. How many of these things do we need? 8. 8. Okay. Power pole, power pole, power pole. Power pole, power pole, power pole. And, of course, we can't tell what's going on because we haven't sent power over here yet. Beautiful. All right. So we need a total of, well, how much? Okay, we need a total of a certain amount of oil, heavy oil, produced per second. Which is approximately 580 produced per second. 132 of that goes back into the process, and then 448 wait a sec, 448 goes into the light oil cracking, which produces 436. So 448 goes back in, 580 comes out, but 132 comes in. That doesn't quite make sense. There's, oh no, it does, 580. So 448 plus 132 equals 580. For some reason I thought it said 508, but it says 580. Okay. Alright, whatever. So each of these machines needs to be doing approximately 75 per second in light oil. In heavy oil, sorry. Which, if we put 4 modules down for each of them, should be enough. Okay, that's a good place to start a module. And then we can do that exactly. Oh, I messed something up. How did that get messed up? There we go, that's a bit better. Okay. That should be enough for that side. And then we need one more for this side. Okay. 77.7. And what did we say? We needed 75. So this is actually more than enough, I think. Because technically it's 580, and I was calculating on 600. So we're producing like an extra 25 or something. That's alright. That is alright. I just realized I only got 50 in here. I probably need 200, and I probably need 400. And I probably should have created more Spidertrons. But, yeah, because it's a long-ass trip. Thankfully, they've still got their legs. They've got a big old pile of legs in there. Okay. So, 77 across the board. That seems pretty good. Now, each of these guys requires... so, 53 divided by 8... What's 53 divided by 8? It's about 7. So they need 7 per second in coal. Okay, we should be able to do this. We'll do this. 2 red inserters. That should hopefully be enough. We could also have... you move this one down and then have a belt going along this line and have a single green inserter going. But I feel like this is fine. I feel like these guys can do... I mean, it's 4, so it just has to do 1 per second. 1 cycle per second, and then we're good. Okay. And of course the power pole gets in the way. I forgot to remove that power pole before, but I definitely should. I found these long-handed red inserters very finicky when it comes to the throughput per second. But having said that, yeah, 7.0. I should just look at the machine. Why was I doing that math in my head? Alright, 7.09 per second. This one also needs 35.4 steam per second. For some reason, it wants me to use the heat exchanger to create steam. Which I don't know why I would do that. Normally I'd just use the normal boilers. If I had stone to build them. Spidertrons, do you have boilers? I'm guessing you don't. Spider building. No, you don't. I'm going to add boilers. I'm pretty sure I'm making them. Because I'm making everything. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they're being made. And let's double check and make sure they got... let's actually put this up to 200. Because you are going to need a lot of pipes, Mr. Spiders. Okay. Spidertrons should be good to go. Get back over here. And... oh, we need water pumps as well. Do the Spidertrons have water pumps? I'm just going to leave this here, actually. They got all this sort of stuff. I don't think I gave them water pumps. Offshore pumps. Oh, they're already halfway here. I'll get them to send the water pumps later. Okay. So, these boilers. I can't actually see what they do yet. Give me some boilers, please. Boilers. Oh, why did I never use Spidertrons before? I have no idea. Outputs. A total of 60 per second. I forgot to actually take fuel into account when I did this calculation. So we've got a total of 90 coal per second coming in, and we're using 70 of it. So potentially an extra 20 per second. Consumes burnable fuel. Let's see. So we need total steam. How much steam do we need? 35. So we need just over half of this consumption in terms of the steam. So max consumption is 1.8 megawatts, which is 1.8 megajoules per second. If we have a look at the power factor of coal, it is 4 megajoules. Okay, so what did we say for coal? Let me just do the math again in my head. So we need just over half of this. So let's say 1 megawatt will give us the 35 per second steam. So let's say approximately 1 megawatt. So we need 8 megawatts total for the entire line, which means we need, and coal has a fuel value of 4 megajoules. So that means we need 2 coal per second, which is well within the total limits of 20. But we do need individual boilers, because this one requires 35 steam per second. This one produces 60 per second. It actually consumes only 6 water and produces 60 steam, so it's really cranking that out. Okay, so we can do this. Delete these. Mr. Spidertron, you are kind of in the way, but I'm going to leave you alone mostly because you still got a bunch of supplies. Yeah, I really need to just, instead of just 2 Spidertrons, I really need like 10 of the bloody things just running around everywhere. Okay, I need that one. We can have the other power pole just for simplicity's sake. Okay. Whoa, what happened here? Why do I not have my other boiler? There was a rock. There was a rock on the ground. And I didn't want to press shift, because if you press shift while you drag things, you end up with full inserters and full electric poles spread everywhere, and it's very messy. So it's best not to have shift, but then of course if there's a rock, then you will start running into problems. Thank you, Mr. Spidertron. Okay. Okay. So these guys take up 6. So we need approximately 35 total per second, which is fine. I can create 1 pump, and 1 pump is all we're going to need because this one produces a buttload of water, an absolute buttload. 1200. So yeah, it's much more than the 35 we require for this build. Having said that, why is this thing, oh, I see. It's saying I need 1,400 water per second. And it's actually saying I need 248 water per second, 265 water per second, just to generate the steam. I wonder, the problem is I can't manually tell it how to create steam. It doesn't accept It only accepts acid neutralization or heat exchanger, which is very weird because maybe I got the wrong heavy oil recipe. Oh, I see. There's actually two recipes. One that takes 500 degrees of steam, and the other that takes 165 degree steam. There's only two recipes in Factorio Labs, but yeah. It switched over to using the correct boilers, but it still reckons I need a ton of water to output 265. 8 times... Why is this one less? Why are all these ones more? Anyway, whatever. These guys don't actually need to be. So we take that out. And then we take that out. Then they're all 77. And they're all 35. 77 multiplied by is 600, which is more than what we need. Or is that the net? I don't really understand this too much. The Factorio Labs calculation with the inputs and the outputs and all that sort of stuff. Because the input is kind of the output, so... Well, it's not 580 net output. I think it's 580 gross output, which is still fine. But then again, it's saying the steam is 265. Yeah. 265, 70, 100... is about, which is, we've got 280, so 265, close enough. But then it's saying water input is 265 as well. Which doesn't make sense, because this looks like a 1 to 10. Maybe the Factorio Labs did not update that. Or I'm doing something stupid, one or the other. We're going to have to test that. You know what? We can just add another pump. We can just add another pump and a whole bunch of undergrounds just to be on the safe side. I mean, why the hell not? Because, yeah, I mean, we're dithering about resources that really don't matter too much. Okay. There we go. That solves it according to Factorio Labs. I still don't understand this, because it says consumption 0 of 6, output 0 of 60. So it seems like it needs 10% of the water. Having said that, yeah, potentially the recipe on this website is out of date. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, let's move on. We've spent enough time dealing with that malarkey. So we've got to get some heavy oil cracking, and we've got to get some petroleum stuff. So in terms of the heavy oil cracking, heavy oil to light oil. Seven machines. No, we can't use this one, can we? No, this is only for very certain things. Ha! Why did I not see this before? That's a very interesting recipe. You know what? I don't care. We got leftover coal. Actually, maybe I do care, because can I update this website to make steam via something else? It doesn't look like I can. Maybe we can mess around with this. Okay, let's put this thing down again. Let's have a real close look at it. All right. Steam condensation. The problem with steam is like it's all different temperatures. Oh no, wait. This is. Okay, let me have a look. Turn steam into water. Okay. Okay. Steam condensation. Okay, so that's not actually useful. I was just about to say 90 water into 1,000 steam. That's a massive ratio. Okay, so we can't use that. All right. Let's have a look. So we want a tank here. And we're going to do a little bit like our normal setups. Please tell me I have some tanks. I do. So we just need to crack this down. Now you can use the biochambers to do cracking and you get a nice little prod module. We're obviously not going to do that because getting nutrients out into the middle of nowhere is a massive pain in the ass. Okay. 2. So how many of these little guys do we need? For the light oil. So light oil. We get 137 per second from the cracking and 436. Okay, 436. And we get that out of 7 of these machines. Whoop. 7 of these machines. Okay. Okay. Or actually, I'd love it if we could reuse those beacons. I don't know if that's possible though. We put them there. No, that's still 2 spaces away. We could put this. We should push this down 1 space. I don't think here. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it too much because here's what we can do. We can reuse the beacons between the heavy oil cracking and the light oil cracking. So that's a thing. Assuming we only need beacons on 1 side. Okay, so 436 we need here. So we just hook up 1 pipe, and then we just need some of these guys. Whoop, get that down there. Okay, so we should be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's nice and wide there. This is going to give us 4 sources. Almost 4 sources. Some of them are getting 3. That's not good. It's because of the way we're spacing the machines, I guess. I'd love to just keep them on 1 side because then we can share them with the other machines. Well, let's have a look. So we need 436. So this is 140, 280, 350, 410, 470. Okay, so that's more than the 436 we need, so I'm happy with this. We could even get rid of this and drop the last 10 off. Having said that, how much petroleum do we need? Okay, so we need 10 machines for that. We don't need any of those. You can be Mr. Light oil cracking. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 machines. Light oil cracking, we need a total of 498 per second. I don't understand where those in. I've messed up the inserters a little bit. They were kind of nicely laid out, and I messed them up. Okay, that looks a little bit nicer. I like things to be nice. Yeah. I just do. I just do. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spidertrons, you are a little bit in the way. Please, actually, I'm not using you right now, so go back and get some more supplies. I could probably turn off my own row report and just use the Spidertrons everywhere. Okay, so these are, sometimes they're a bit high, sometimes they're a bit low. They're all averaging between, so averaging about 40. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we need 498. Okay, so we actually needed an 11th machine. We needed an 11th machine. Oh, I guess the Spidertrons were making everything. I guess I didn't have any of these resources in my inventory. Oh, hello, biters. You would be painful in some other games, but in this game you are my friends. Alright. So, there we go. Let's have a look at these again. Oh, yeah, okay. 40, so a total of 11 machines. Each one would then average about, so, okay, 46 plus 46 plus 40, that's approximately 130. 260, 390, 46, 390, and then 520. 520, and we need 498, so this actually works out pretty well. Yeah, I'm happy with that little bit being left over. Okay. Alright, so we just hook these guys up. We're going to have to do a little bit of circuit magic. You have trash unrequested, right? I could probably give you a little bit of the garbage I've got, but... get that. Gonna need some circuit network stuff. You are the heavy oil. So you go up to here, you go up to there, and you go up to there. And then you are the light oil, so you go across to there. And I love the fact that we've got new fluid mechanics, so I don't even have to worry about... because yeah, in the old days when you build a Megabase, you would have to worry about, oh, these pipes, how long are they? Is that too long? Blah, 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 blah. And you would have to put pumps everywhere. Like I'd put pumps like every 5 spaces in some Megabases just to make sure that the throughput, because you just need so much throughput. It's incredible. But for these ones, it's nice and easy. You guys will have water pumps now, right? I love how I'm talking to my spider bots as if they're separate people. I could have... Yeah, I did. There we go. All right, give me some water pumps. I need those water pumps. We require water to be pumped for the cracking recipes. And I think for sulfuric acid as well. Did I ever tell you guys that I think my very first Megabase, I actually tried to train water around? Well, it's interesting because you know how you can select at the start of the game, you can select water only in your starting area? That's what I did, because I didn't want to have to landfill a whole bunch of places to deal with water. I just didn't want to deal with water. So I said, I'm not going to landfill, I'm just going to turn water off, and I'm just going to train it in from a central location, which is exactly what I did. And it kind of worked, but that trains, I had to get like 64 pumps or something, all pumping out into like 3 different stations to get the amount of water sent over. I think after that I started using a mod, and the mod was basically just a pump, a water well mod. So you can just take like, It's just got a separate version of the pump jack, and except you could place it anywhere, and all it does is give you water. And that was the best mod ever. Well, not the best mod, but it was definitely an awesome mod, and I loved it. Okay, so we can squeeze that one in there. That is the petroleum. And then we just gotta convert it into stuff. So assuming we've got all the cracking done, which I believe we do. I believe everything is cracked for blue science. That should give us a total of 566.9 petroleum per second. I believe these guys, I don't know what, well, I suppose there is no throughput for pipes anymore, is there? There's only throughput for the pumps, and the throughput for the pumps is 1200. So, yeah. Alrighty. We're going to do another row like this. We're going to start off with the sulfur. Yeah, we'll do the recipe for the sulfur. So we need 30 sulfur per second. Not exactly, but pretty close. And to get 30 sulfur, we don't actually use these machines. I just remembered. We use the big ones. The big old machines. The cryogenics plant. Yes, we're going to use that to give us some sulfur. Okay. Yes, I am aware that you do not have any power. So, 30 sulfur per second, that's easily able to fit on a belt like that. So each of these machines produce 15, and they each have 8 slots. So check out that productivity bonus of 80%. It's got to get even more amazing when we go to the plastic. Okay, you're currently at 1.43 per second. That's not good. Let's get you some speed. The first set of speed modules always do an incredible job. Like, just absolutely over the top. All right, 9.3, 9.3. That's pretty good, but it's not quite getting us there. That's getting to us to about 18.5, and we need to get up to 29. So I reckon one more speed beacon might do it. Thank you, Mr. Robots. I was wrong. We need 2 more. 17.2 and 17.2. That's a total of 34. That does the job. Okay. So that's sulfur taken care of. We need a buttload of water. Since it only takes... I might actually put this one over here. And then I can do a petrol build over here. And yeah, that'll be a little bit easier. So petrol requires 3 of these machines, I think. We'll set that up however it is. I'm not sure if I actually put in, I think I put in I did put in my productivity bonus. But it's, yeah, okay. So that should be calculated with my productivity bonus of 100%. So, plastic, 89.3. So each of these needs to be doing 30. And they are calculated based on extra speed modules. I'm kind of tempted just to do 4 different sets of 2, because then my setup will look nice. 4 different sets of 2, and then I probably won't have to do the extra speed modules. So it's 30, that's, well, that's the wrong thing anyway. So switch over to plastic. Okay, 26 as a total of 52, which puts us over 100, which is more than we need. So that's good. Okay, you got that, you got that. Don't need that. And we need some coal up here, obviously, and each of these plastic builds, what are they? Well, I can just have a look. 4.8 coal per second. That's not a lot. That's really not a lot. Okay, that's, so total is 16 coal per second. How much does the cracking need again? Okay, so the cracking needs more than one belt. All right, okay, let's get some belt balances, 2 to 3. I always feel weird using these wacky belt balances in a Megabase. It always feels like it's going to bite me in the ass. Because, yeah, I mean, I love full belts, and this is no longer a full belt. Okay, let's do that. Get rid of this extra belt at the end. All right, and yeah, the plastic build definitely needs less than 45. And each one of these, what did they say they needed? Four. I think they just needed 4. I mean, that's what this one says. So yeah, so a total of 16, 4 machines. So yeah. Okay, that's good enough. We can handle that. So that gives us our total of 89.3 plastic. We're overproducing a little bit, but it'll get backed up on the belts. Is this enough? This may not be enough inserters. 26 per second. Yeah, that's definitely not enough inserters. Okay, you guys go up by a bit. You're outside the range of a power pole. Okay. And down you go. And I will actually get a proper power source. And then we just delete this. Put that one down. And there we go. That is 2 full belts of plastic being output. Potentially I could actually switch this one over as well to do that. Maybe I should, to get 2 full belts of plastic, but whatever. We have got plastic done. We have got sulfur done. And if we have a look at the blue science recipe, sulfur's done. Advanced circuits is just green circuits plus copper cable plus the plastic we just made, and then engines, which is steel and iron in various combinations, and we've already made steel and iron. So there's nothing new that we really need to take care of here. All we're going to do from now on is copy and paste things from green science and red science. Steel is new. The engine units are kind of new, but I think you can actually use prod modules for them. It's the pipes you can't use prod modules for, but the engine you can. So it's pretty much going to be standard stuff. The red circuit build is obviously going to start to use the electromagnetic plant. I'm not sure if I showed you this before, but I've got a couple of little red circuit builds that I squeezed in here. They look very nice. They're not tuned for any specific amount of output. They're just tuned to go fast. Well, they're tuned. Actually, this one is tuned to fill up a red belt. So each of these is 1.5. So that's 6. That's 12. That's 24. It's actually not tuned to fill up well, it's tuned to fill up half a red belt, because it's this one and then this one, and they both squish into the same belt. So each one just needs to do 22.5. It does just over 24, so it's pretty sweet. And yeah, ever since I did this and the blue belt, the blue build over here, I don't think I've ever run out. What the? Oh, okay, there's some weird stone, because I put some big mining drills right over here, because this stone depot was here forever and it was just annoying me. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to empty it out. And yes, it is slowly getting emptied. Where is it? I can't find it anymore. Oh, here it is. 165k. So yeah, eventually that'll get used up. But yes. So, I think, well, I think I'm going to have a drink, and I just did. So I think next episode, we're going to get started on... Am I missing something here? No. Hold on a sec. I think I'm missing something. Chemical plant. Sulfur. What was it that took iron? Oh, it's the sulfuric acid. Okay. For some reason, I thought making the sulfur took iron, but it's the sulfuric acid that takes iron. And then the batteries, which take iron and copper. So the sulfur itself doesn't take anything except the two liquid ingredients. Okay, all right. Yeah, that is it. Oh, by the way, in case you weren't aware, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, we were going to build a 1K SPM base. We are now building a 5K SPM base. So this is designed for building 5K SPM. Okay? It looks like maybe it should only be doing 1K SPM because it's not that huge. This one will produce 5K SPM. Because, I mean, it's basically due to these buildings with their 8 productivity modules. And the fact that for plastic, you will notice each productivity module is 10%. And yet our actual productivity on this building is 180% because we have got 10 levels of plastic bar productivity. We churned that out. We discussed going up to something like 15 or 20, but the problem is it multiplies by 1.5 each time. So that's going to be 86k. The next one is going to be 100 and something k. And we're currently making about 250 agricultural science per minute. So that's going to take a long time. And it's going to be a while before we get agricultural to Megabase levels. So for now, we're just... yeah, we're assuming that level 10 is where we're going to be, and we're not... I mean, even if we got it to level 20, we'd probably, save one of these buildings, maybe 2 of them? That's really not worth it. All that extra research just to save 1 or 2 buildings, to save a little bit of coal coming in. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, we're going to finish this video off now, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do Blue Science Part 2. And Blue Science Part 2 is going to be the rest of the Blue Science, pretty much. It's kind of simple. We're going to make the rest of the Blue Science over here. We're going to make steel. We're going to make engine units. We're going to make whatever else we need for the Blue Science. And we're going to have a buttload of assemblers. I think we need like 170 assemblers or something. So it's going to be bigger than this, like double the size of this. Which for a 5K SPM base, I mean, is about what you'd expect. And according to Factorio Labs, it's going to take 3.2 gigawatts to run. And my power network is already in trouble. Let's be honest. I'm not producing any science at the moment. This is just after I replaced my smelting setup with actual forges. So I have no idea what it's doing at the moment. I really don't. Oh, that's right. It's producing a lot of this stuff because I started building the Angel platforms. This one's finished. It's building up resources nicely. This one, I think this one's finished as well. It was on the verge of finishing when we started this video, but it looks like it's 100% good. Yeah, this one's taken a while to build up rockets though. We got to wait. So yeah, next episode we're going to finish off Blue Science, and then I think we're going to start working on the Angel platforms. Technically we could work on them now, but whatever. we'll see. We'll see how we go. All right. That is going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.